Hi, my name is Jordan, and I'm a worship leader at Rock City Church in Columbus, Ohio, and I'm so excited to share the verse of the day with you. Today's verse comes from Luke 2:7, which says, "And she gave birth to her firstborn son, wrapped him in swaddling clothes, and laid him in a manger because there was no place for them in the inn." To understand what was happening at the time of Jesus' birth, let's take a look at the context of Luke chapter 2. In this chapter, we find Mary and Joseph in Bethlehem fulfilling the decree of Caesar to register for a census. In the midst of this busyness, the time comes for Mary to give birth to Jesus. What stands out to me in verse 6 is it says, "While they were there, the time came for her to give birth." This phrase feels so ordinary and casual, "while they were there," yet it marks the arrival of the long-awaited Messiah. Generations upon generations have waited for this moment, yet the King of the world entered our lives in the most unassuming way. There were no trumpets announcing his birth, no royal celebration, just the quietness of a stable. Jesus was not born in a palace, but instead he was laid in a manger, surrounded only by humble shepherds and the sounds of animals. This image beautifully illustrates the humility of our Savior. He came not for recognition or glory, but to serve and to save. As we reflect on this passage, we see a powerful testimony of Christ's character. He chose a life of humility to identify with us in our struggles and our sin. I pray today that we would remember the gift of our humble Savior, who left the throne of heaven to be born as a child, fully God and fully man, placed in a manger. Let's take this season to remember the significance of the very Savior of the world coming low so that we may receive the gift of salvation.